Hello and welcome. This is the latest episode of What Did I Miss? We are, well, okay, it happened. The NFL draft happened. Did not watch it, but because of Twitter and other forms of social media, I feel very, very much like I did. How are you guys doing today?
I'm great. I don't have COVID.
Yay!
Anymore.
She beat the COVID!
It came for me and I dispelled it.
Wow, even Poog is excited for you. That was kind of
Hell
awesome.
yeah, Poog.
Well, I'm glad you survived. I'm glad you're here with us. I would have been sad. Gabe, did you have a good weekend? We'll get to your...
I watched the first round of the draft. I went and saw Dave Chappelle where Bill Burr showed up as a special guest.
Whoa.
And I ran a triathlon.
What?
So
Oh my God.
I've been
One of
busy
those
since
things
I saw you
sucks.
guys.
Hold on.
Jesus.
It was like fun, super fun. Yuck. How does that happen?
Yeah.
You ran it on purpose?
So
Like,
I
no one-
watched the draft and went to Chappelle completely sober. How about that?
First of all, I don't want to be, well, I don't want to be drunk anyways. I don't like it. But I don't want to see comedians like drunk because I want to remember everything. And like Chappelle and Bill Burr are like thinking people's comedians, so you kind of have to be listening. But like, did Bill Burr just surprise everyone? Did he just jump up
Yeah.
on stage? Oh,
Well,
wow.
I mean, he surprised the audience. Obviously, Dave
sure.
knew he was coming up. Yeah, he did 15 minutes. It was awesome. Jeff Ross was the MC. There were some other guys up, but yeah, the main part of it, and then Busta Rhymes showed up.
what?
Yeah,
To do comedy?
To do what?
His version of comedy. Nah, he did. Yeah, exactly. He did like what Busta Rhymes has been doing for 25 years.
Dude, Busta Rhymes
Yeah.
is awesome.
Talking fast?
Where is this? This isn't like a Netflix festival, is it? Or is this
It
just
was,
a
yeah.
normal? Oh, it was part of that. Okay.
Netflix is a joke? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
Oh, it's
Hollywood
F
Bowl.
Yeah.
He did it
I
all
like
weekend.
that. And how was Chappelle? Because based on the last special, like I love Chappelle probably 91% of the time. Sometimes he loses me, like every once in a blue moon. So how was he? Is he back on what?
Well, he leaned it right into probably that 9% that loses you.
Got it. That last special. Okay.
Yeah, he definitely spent some time there.
God, I love
Yeah,
that.
I mean, look, he was. This was not him riffing. He had a new hour, and it was really, really strong. And it was like, there's a message, and I think he's very aware that some people just aren't coming back for him.
That's
you
okay.
know? And but I had a great time. I thought he was hilarious. I thought he was insightful, and I thought like he basically told everyone like, hey, look, I'm still doing this. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going
yes.
anywhere.
I would be bummed if he didn't. Like, if Dave Chappelle sort of... And like when I say there's 9%, it's just 9% that I don't find amusing because it's not for me. But again, the other 91%, I love the way he observes the world and whatnot. But Bill, it's funny you say Bill Burr, because I was driving around the other day, and because there was no NBA game on Saturday, and we will get to that, I stumbled upon a Bill Burr thing, and it was about the time where he was thinking about adopting kids and who he wanted to adopt. And he's like, I'm looking for like a late 07, 08 model, maybe a sweatshop kid. And I swear to God, I was in the car laughing my ass off. I love Bill. And I saw Bill Burr in Vegas last time I love him. I love William Burr.
That's great.
Yeah, he kind of opened with, we're through COVID, right? You know, to be honest, I kind of wish it had killed more people. And the crowd was like, and he's like, I mean, think about all the traffic. Like, you're in LA. Like, he just did that. He's sort
the
of
best.
Yeah, he crushed for 15. Like, he had to cut himself off to keep the show moving. I would have spent another hour with him. But Chappelle was great. It was a good show. So anyway,
all right, I love it. I could talk about Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle for the rest of the day. But anyways, yeah, we had NBA, which kind of we had NBA because first round ends. You get a few day break. I don't have a problem with that. But when Saturday got here, I don't know how many times I obnoxiously said, I can't believe there are no basketball games on today. I can't believe there are no basketball games on today. Like, oh, okay, so the draft was on. But by Saturday, it's like round 407 of the NFL draft. Mm-hmm. Who gives a shit? And secondly, like, that ends at a certain time of day. We could have had a beautiful primetime Saturday night round 2 matchup. And we got nothing. And instead, I had to watch something called Selling Sunset. And I've never wanted to self-harm more in my entire
Was this your first foray into Selling Sunset?
Well, I obviously am aware of the existence of these individuals. I've tried to avoid it. It is
Right.
Well, we'll get. You know what? We'll talk at the end because there's a part of me that's going to recommend it. Maybe it's like because I want everyone to suffer with me. I don't know. But we did finally get some games yesterday. Milwaukee, Boston, Golden State, Memphis. I don't know. I mean, I liked them. I kind of had mixed emotions about Boston because I have money on them, but more importantly, I thought, oh, they might, it's rust or rest, that whole thing. Did you feel entertained? Not the first one. The second one was good. Golden State and Memphis, I was entertained. That first game, though, hot garbage. What is that, Celtics? What are you doing?
I'm not a real big fan of anything happening in the East. I think I'm basically at this point just interested in Ja and Draymond. I don't think.
Okay.
I feel like, okay, whatever. Giannis is just going to beat all these not great teams, and now with Embiid hurt, I just feel like the East is not.
Oh,
worth
that
my
one
time.
sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, but first of all, Boston's not a not great team. Like, without Middleton, that should not have been even close to a blowout. I'm not even sure Milwaukee should be winning that game, but I don't know if it was they had too much time off, and we can blame that on Kyrie Irving, obviously, because somehow we can always blame Kyrie Irving for everything. But, it just wasn't good, and I don't know. I'm hoping that was an anomaly and that series is way more entertaining than that was. But then on the Draymond Green thing, okay, so Draymond Green... I just love when Draymond stays on brand, right? To me, everybody is better off. And to be ejected in the first half of a playoff game, I don't know. I feel like that's exactly what Draymond Green's supposed to do, and I'm okay with it. Is that the Draymond you're talking about?
To be ejected and then be in the tunnel in your street clothes when everyone's coming off was so good. Perfect. I loved it so much.
He's got like a Christian Dior.
I saw some tweet that was like, is he going to be the first player to do an emergency podcast while the game is still going on from the locker room?
I forgot he
and
could.
I wouldn't put it past him. I think that's really funny.
You know what? Oh, I 1,000% would actually expect it, and now I'm disappointed that he did not do that. Yeah, it was like the Bobby Valentine memes popped out. Like, dude, we can see you. Yes. Like, you're still there. But I like, and his team rescued him, because if the team had lost, it's a different story today, obviously.
Agree.
But Golden State.
Yeah, shout out to Clay.
Yeah, shout out Clay. Shout out Steph Curry, who no one ever says plays defense. Shout out.
How do you feel about Draymond, which has become a little bit more of a trend these days with him, kind of not saying much to press after the games and then going home and doing
smart
what is probably an hour that gets edited to 30, but what do you think about that?
It's smart. I mean, he's saving his content for himself, which is just like, he has been very vocal about life after basketball. Like, he has said, I want to be a media juggernaut, like the king of media, yada yada. So this is, if you have that option. Now, I don't know how much the league likes it. Obviously, writers and journalists, I'm sure, are pissed off about it, but it's his right. And until somebody says he can't do it, I would do the exact same thing. It's your own content, it's your words, and you now have a forum and a podcast. So yeah, save it. I would.
Do you think we'll see more guys doing that type of thing?
Probably, but I don't know that everyone is equipped, personality-wise, mentally, all that. I don't know that everyone's equipped to do it in the same way. I mean, look, we're sitting here doing a podcast. 8 billion other people are also doing podcasts. So, yeah, I don't know how many of us are supposed to be doing it. But I think Draymond is built for that.
Yeah,
the more Draymond, the better.
He's someone who needs a mic in front of him. I would say many of his teammates do not need that same microphone, including some of the famous ones. They're not. They don't have a whole lot to say. Draymond's got plenty to say.
We should do a top 10 people in sports who should never have a podcast. Like, we should. I feel like that'd be fun.
Only 10?
Yeah, well, I know that's why it's going to be hard. We could do 50 if you want to. Well, unless we narrow it down by sport, and then we could do 10 per. I'm okay with that.
I think, yeah, the world just needs more podcasts, Beadle. I firmly believe that. I have no interest in that. I'm just saying, I think the more the merrier.
The more the merrier. It's just more crap I'm never going to listen to. It works out for everybody. Okay. We got through it. We got games all week. So now I'm back on, it is weird to be used to basketball every day and then they just sort of take it away from you for a day. I missed it more than I thought I would. But that brings us back to the National Football League draft.
Ever heard of it?
I know Schwartz was on last week explaining why it's interesting. I did not believe a word he said, but I did enjoy talking about food, and I like Jeff. That being said, who's the big winner of the draft in y'all's opinion?
Beadle. I'm gonna tell you something that it pains me to say. Now, I am on this show at least a well-known former Jets fan, current Chargers fan,
Recovered.
occasional bandwagon Rams fan.
Brutal.
I have to say, there was 3 times during the first round where I thought I think I'm back. I think I'm a Jets fan again.
Yeah.
No.
I think I'm back. And Beadle, you're also, you've been a Jets fan a lot in the last.
I know.
I think we are back. I think it's happening.
I think we're back.
Are you listening to yourself?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're proud of ourselves right now. Look at us.
Stop. Oh my
Because here's the
God.
deal, right? For me, I was living in LA, and when I started to watch football again, it was like sort of a no-brainer, the Rams. Like Sean McVay is just kind of this fun little character who talks a bazillion miles a minute, yada, yada. It's like superstars. But the Jets, there's something about rooting for the Jets, especially when you live in New York, because as we all know by now, there's a divide between like Giants and Jets, Yankees and Mets, Rangers and Islanders. Like that's a clear-cut divide. And I pride myself on my blue-collar sentimentalities. Okay? So it feels like, and granted, we're going to get Charlie Brown, and you know that, Gabe. Like this shit's going to bite us in the butt at some point. But the Jets had a great draft.
Great.
By all accounts. Not just people who maybe are recovered Jets fans. All accounts. So why not jump back on? What's the reason not to, Paige?
Because winning on the off season doesn't mean anything.
Sure it does. Gotta
They
win somewhere.
got okay.
Think how many people didn't win.
So they got at every pick. They got who looked like the best player. They got every need filled.
How many times have you gone through this, though?
Never.
How many times have you gone through with, okay, I'm excited for this pick.
Not like
okay,
this.
we got this guy. Okay, this year will be
This
different.
is multiples.
Yeah.
Stop going back to your abusive husband.
No, it's
I can't. He loves me.
it's different this time. I promise.
It's different this time. He promised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
Things are
Get help, okay?
things
you
are
need
changing
God.
here. And listen, it's not just us.
Oh my God.
The experts
It's really
also
not.
thought the Jets had the best draft. The Giants had a very good draft,
Thank
but
you.
the Jets even better. The Jets, listen, just try to hear me out for a sec, Paige. At 26, when the Jets were drafting Jermaine Johnson, at that moment, Mel Kiper.
I call him JJ already.
At that moment, Mel Kiper was saying, you got to go get Breece Hall, best running back out there. You need a running back, blah, 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 blah. They got him at 36.
Boom!
Have some.
Come on.
They handled the whole thing. And we got a coach that is easy to like. I don't know about the quarterback. I will admit that part.
That is true.
That part sucks, but
The coach looks like my brother,
Yeah.
so that's cool. I'm going to root for that.
he does look.
In the immortal words of Jimmy Butler, suck it, Paige. Suck it.
I am in the cognitive dissonance that is happening before my eyes.
Your fancy words
is
aren't going to change our minds.
unbelievable.
Look, man, if you can't believe in the Jets, what
Unbelievable.
can you believe in? Honestly.
Jerome, flip this.
It's a first
for
love. It's like a first. It's
October.
This is Gabe's first love, and honestly, my heart is warming knowing that he's going
Thank you.
back. Okay, but wait, hold on, Gabe.
Learn from the past.
We need to set some rules, okay? Because you can't get back on that train only to jump off like 2 weeks into the next season, right? Like there has to be some sort of requirement or a time limit where you have to stay before you're allowed to jump ship again.
I think that's fair. I think if I'm going to have the enjoyment of April and May, I have to go through the suffering that will be presumably September and October.
Maybe.
I think it's fair if I.
Just
I
those
think
2 months?
8 weeks is plenty. Like if I want out again
Okay.
after 8
Half a
weeks, I
season.
think I should be allowed out.
Okay.
Can I also?
I mean, I would like it to be a full season because things can happen.
No,
Things can turn
I
around.
usually give up on them by week 2 anyway. So I think if I'm going 8 weeks, that's a lot. Also, I just do want to say, just so people don't think I'm really losing my mind. And Beadle, you're back. I'm hearing you're back too.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm okay with it. I'm good.
Here's what I'm-
I mean, I was never uber loyal to anybody, so I'm happy.
Here's
with
what I'm
that.
not willing to do. I'm dead serious about this. I'm not willing to make my son a Jets fan. That's not happening.
That's
That's
fair.
off the board. So Mo is going to remain a Chargers and Rams fan. He is not.
No, why can't you raise him up and like teach him about all of the teams? And when he's old enough to make the decision for himself, much like religion, he'll pick the one he thinks is best for him.
I'm giving him the choice between two things.
This.
He can be a Rams fan or a Chargers fan.
No, that's not why. That what Catholicism and Judaism? No, that's not right. There's so many other things he could choose. What if he wants to be a Buddhist? You didn't even give him that
All
option.
right, you know what?
That's the Seattle fan.
Yeah, it is.
He can root for any one of the 31 teams in the NFL that are not the New York Jets. He's not allowed to root for the Jets.
Okay, but if this thing works like we think it's going to work, you're going to not want to limit him on that.
So the NFL schedule, it looks like, comes out on the 12th.
Oh, God.
So I'd just like to revisit this
hate.
then and see who your first 8
I've never
games
seen...
are. See how you feel about that.
Like, men, again, the combine seems to arouse them. The draft seems to arouse them. And then in that trifecta is the day that the schedules are released, and I will listen to very highly paid talking heads read off schedules in some bizarro erotica that I cannot understand. All right, let's get over to the Jaguars. Jaguars, week 1. I'm like, oh my God, this is worse than bingo.
You know what, though? Hold on. I do like the recent trend of teams making cool, cute, funny schedule release videos.
That's
on social
fine.
Media.
That's creativity.
Shout out
it's
to them.
making jobs. But when I'm listening to Jack and the Moondog in the morning and they're just reading off schedules to me and I'm like, how is this entertaining? Like, I get killing time.
Yeah.
But that's not it. That's not it.
It's like the March Madness brackets when they're like, let's drag this out for 3
Read
hours.
it to me. I love being read to.
Why?
All right, so we are this is a big day, guys. This is a big day. I feel good about life. All right. Let's take a break.
I feel really good
we're not
about
taking
it.
a break?
I think, Beadle, the Jets are going to, for 8 weeks, are going to be interesting. I think also just the draft was cool because it wasn't all about quarterbacks. There were a lot of other guys got some shine this year.
At all. Yeah, but did you notice, of course, the ratings nerds automatically are like, because there were no quarterbacks. I mean, who cares? Again, who cares? I also don't think you have to have quarterbacks for it to be interesting. There's a guy named Sauce Gardner, for God's sakes. Like, how is that not more interesting than a quarterback?
We'll get to Sauce.
Right? We'll get to that, too, because I love sauces. Okay. All right, taking a break, because there's a lot more. A lot of crap happened. Some good, some bad. And we're also going to help you with your TV stuff because it's a brand new month. We'll be back. We are back. A lot of things happened. Of course, NFL draft, NBA, and then all of the fun things that seem to accompany each and every week. Guys, what else? What else we got?
So PK Subban's brother, Malcolm, he sang the national anthem at Buffalo's last game for some reason. He's Canadian. Can you
I put it in there for this one simple reason, right? He's Sabre, whatever.
Okay.
He sucked. His voice is garbage. And so the reason I put it in there.
Hold on. Hold on.
I put it in because
you're just
You broke the whole format of this show just to tell people that PK Subban's brother sucks at singing?
Yes.
He's not a singer.
Pet peeve of mine. Look, I get it. We all have practiced the anthem ad nauseum on our own. Some of us even think we could probably pull it off. But the reality of the thing is, we cannot pull it off. Just because you are there and you're a hockey dude and this is your home, it was garbage. And I had flashbacks to every famous person who's been given the opportunity to sing the national anthem. I'm looking right at you, Carl Lewis, and sucked so bad. And nobody has the guts to be like, yo, you're good at a lot of stuff. Maybe this isn't it.
On.
Let's not do it.
I don't think that is unique to celebrities.
Yeah, but those are the ones we remember.
Fergie is a singer.
Fergie is top 2
Can never
of all
forget
time
that.
worst anthems in the history of anthems. Top 2, possibly top 1, to be honest. It's so funny.
I think she's an overall number 1.
She made it her own.
I'm starting to think that I don't understand what
I thought
good
it was-
singing voice is. I like.
What do you mean?
I don't know what like pretty art
Whitney
is.
Houston,
Well, yeah, no,
top.
obviously I know like Whitney Houston is great, you know.
What?
But like,
Yeah.
honestly, I had no idea that you thought that this was laughably bad. I was like, all right, whatever. Some guy's singing the anthem. This is not a thing. Can we listen to a section of this? Maybe you can't get sued for playing the national anthem.
And then you could.
Yes.
By the way, all you have to do is look at his teammates' faces, and you'll fucking.
The NHL maybe posted this, or maybe it was the team, and I thought it was really funny. Like every other comment, one is like, "Incredible job," and then one is like, "Did he lose a bet?" Like those are the only two comments types that are on there.
Okay, so here, Sabres saying his praises after rousing national. Now he's the goalie, by the way. Like, so his teammates are on the ice while he's doing this, and their reactions for me are enough. I think they were right. He's garbage.
I think we're overlooking the fact that he's Canadian.
Why are we overlooking? What does that have to do with anything? Oh, you think he should have sung the Canadian national anthem?
Yeah,
because they're in
Canada.
Buffalo, and he plays for Buffalo.
Yeah, I know, but don't they sing both? So why would he sing?
Don't they only sing both if the opposing team is Canadian, or is it only on Canadian ice?
Maybe.
Crap, I don't know actually.
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you know,
if you do,
please call
if
in.
you know, and by the way, if I'm wrong, please by all means tell me. But it's not good, Gabe. Listen to it.
Well,
how do we listen?
Right here, we'll let people listen to it.
Okay, good.
All right.
And get the good part, the part where you really have to go for it.
I don't know which part we're going to.
do.
This would be a Quincy edit, but unfortunately, and regular listeners will know, we have not heard from Quincy since he went to his adult-only adventure with his homegirl.
He's probably Googling lawyers, and that's going to take
he left his girl and his kid at home all weekend, and he has not surfaced. So I don't know if Quincy's still alive or still works here.
That's true. On the gram.
I've seen him on the gram.
That. So he's unless somebody else took over his account, which is also a possibility. That's if you kidnap someone, that's what you do to make sure people.
This conspiracy
goes all the way to the top. All right, so I want to hear, like, text us, whatever. If I'm being too hard on Malcolm Subban, then by all means tell me. And he's not a singer, and for that, of course, I give him props for even trying. But sometimes you need friends. Like, I would like to think that if I went to my friends and said, oh my God, the Spurs said I could sing the national anthem, one of them would be like, you sure? I don't know if that's something you want to do.
I mean, we're barely friends.
Thank
and I
you.
Would give you a
you
no
need
on
friends
that.
that tell you the truth sometimes. And I'm afraid the world's running out of those. Okay.
I don't know, Beadle. We live in a world where we're Jets fans again. So I say go for it. What could go wrong?
Great point. I don't know who we are anymore.
Okay, speaking of going for it, while partying at Gronk Beach, Gronk himself said he would only play for the Bucks if Julian Edelman signed with the Bucks, and then they could all have a big old reunion with Uncle Tom Brady. Yeah.
Reunion's a good word for that.
I hate this with everything inside of me.
No. What?
Listen, if Julian Edelman is allowed to play on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year because he just texts Tom Brady that he wants that to happen, I quit. I quit everything if that happens.
You don't think that... Do we think this is already happening and that's why he said it?
I don't think Gronk operates that way. I don't think you go to Gronk with like your slick PR rollout plan. I don't think that's how that works.
That's a great point. Gronk Beach.
Noted subtle.
I don't know. Isn't there a part of you that thinks that would be kind of fun?
No part of me.
Not at all?
Gronk I'm okay with. Gronk, I should tell you, is the only player since Tom Brady who I have been willing to draft on my fantasy team wearing a Patriots jersey. He's the only guy I've given an exception to.
Okay.
But not Edelman.
All right. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. I don't know if Edelman would want to do it, to be honest. He's making like TV money and doing commercials and like not getting hit. I feel like that's probably a better life for him, but I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, it's almost like the cool kids getting to be cool kids again. And I like the nerd in me is really against that. Like, I don't like that idea. Like, oh, look, everybody, the cool kids are back together. Like, I don't really want that to happen. Also, what's Gronk Beach?
You hate fun.
I just read the words.
Oh. Is that a thing?
What do you think it is?
Where is that?
It is?
What is it?
Just what do you think it is, and then I'll tell you. It's exactly what you think it is. I think.
I don't know. Where is it? Is it in Vegas?
Good.
Oh, it is in Vegas.
Oh yeah, it was a party. Oh yeah, it was like a party activation type thing in Vegas
it's like,
on
let me
draft
guess,
weekend.
did he spike a ball or anything
Yeah.
like that? Oh, that's not. So here's my thing.
he did,
Gronkowski is the Alfonso Ribeiro of the NFL. There's one dance and one dance only. And he's going to be doing that until he dies. At 74, he'll be spiking the ball.
He loves it,
and
though.
everyone will go, Gronk spike ball! And we'll all clap. It'll be a different vibe. Yo soy
fiesta.
Fiesta. Okay, well, you know what? He's living his best life, I suppose. You ever think Gronk has a bad day?
You know
like,
what?
does he just cry about like ASPCA commercials or something like that? Nothing?
I can just honestly say I've
Existence.
obviously did not want to like Gronk, but I've now interacted with him a few times. Probably the best story of my life is one I cannot tell on the air that involves Gronk and a bathroom and vodka. Everything about him is the real deal. Like, there's no part of it that's an
I
act.
agree.
And yeah, and so
agree with you
I
on this.
just love him through and through because I don't with other guys who try to put on that act, I'm like, I'm not buying it. Like his buddy Julian Edelman. I'm not buying it, buddy.
Right.
I'm buying it with Gronk.
No, I'm with you on that. I think he's simple. I don't mean for simple to sound derogatory, but he's simple. Like he and his brothers and his dad. Like we've had many like an SB week or whatever where we've had them on shows and stuff. And you're right. That's sort of what you see is what you get. Now that being said, those USAA commercials have to stop, right? Like we can all agree that those are like it's an
He's not a
offense
good
to
actor.
acting. It's not.
But that's not his problem. That's not him. That's bad
Well, okay,
writing.
I do not. Yes, I
think?
don't. I've never understood the tie-in. Like USAA is very much a military-based and like I've never understood the need for that. But
They're an
but it's
NFL
weird because it's
sponsor.
like you're just setting Gronk up to fail. That's all. But hey, money's money. I get it.
That's what I mean. He's a victim of bad writing.
I
How did
don't
we get
know.
to Gronk
What
as a
the
victim?
next?
I'm sorry. I will say.
How did we get here?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Before we leave this topic, I will say that I'm okay with Edelman
Why?
going to the Bucks, but I think I would be more interested. Like Edelman's only been retired
Wait,
for
really?
a
God, it
year,
feels like
2
forever.
years. I think it's only a year or two. And I would be more interested if Brady went like into like who's been retired for a decade. Get them back out there. How far away
Fuck that.
from
Let's go OJ. Let's
last
give the
playing
redemption
football can we
story
get?
right there. The redemption tour right there.
Hell yeah. Like he's basically LeBron with the Lakers, just like get the senior varsity team
and
back
can
together.
he do it? Unlike the LeBron, could
You're basically
he pull it
saying
off?
make Cobra Kai in the
That's what I'm
NFL.
saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which everyone loves.
Yeah.
Nostalgia
right.
rules. You're right. You'd have to go further
compelling.
back. It has to be more like this guy's been sort of living his next life already. Okay.
That's
I'm
where
not
I think it's
against it.
interesting.
It's got a script
Yeah.
written in it somewhere. All right. What else you got? Oh, no. I think I already just saw what it
80
is.
for Brady. Okay.
Probably.
I don't know if you care about this, so let's see. Ahead of this weekend's Miami F1 race, per my perusing
Dumois.
on Dumois last night, Lewis Hamilton is rumored to be attending the Met Gala tonight. Which athlete would you most want to see walk the
So
carpet?
he's a Met
Who
Gala
hasn't done it
guy,
before?
right? Like he loves the fashion. He rocks it basically every weekend. By the way, I just side note, like people are bitching about the color they're adding to the water, the marina in Miami, and like, can we just shut up, please? Like, can we just enjoy a race in a new locale and just see how it plays out before we whine about it? Anyways, it's just a side note. Okay, so an athlete that I want to see walk the red carpet at the Met Gala. That's tough. Who
Like, who
would
do you think would do great?
Because you have to embrace
Who do you
it
think would like
the theme,
nail
right? Like this year, I think it's
theme?
like Gilded Age or something. It's sometimes it's weird. Who would be like who?
Heavenly Bodies was the best one.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Some
Heavenly
people
Bodies
don't
was
get
the
the
best one,
themes,
in my
but
opinion.
I don't know. Do you have an answer like an athlete? Because I think that's a tough one for me. Like Tim Duncan would be hilarious because he doesn't like. Are
you saying which athlete would
like
be the best at the?
would you want to see? Like, yeah, you want to see.
I don't even know what
Like
the Met
who-
Gala
yeah,
is.
who
We've
would,
covered
like,
this.
be
I don't
good
know
at
what
the
it
Met
is or
Gala?
why it
Who
matters.
would lean into
Gabe,
the theme?
We live there
Where?
forever. What's wrong with you? It's Anna
You're
Wintour's
saying this is a
prom
New York
every
thing?
year. Yeah, it's Vogue. It's the ticket that everyone covets. This is the first year, by the way, history's being made because all four, five Kardashian Jenner girls are all invited to the same Met Gala. And
how do we get them all in one place?
Iconic.
Like, right? The terrorists are like,
She's
so
not
they're going to be
invited,
there together. And if they're not thinking that, they should be. But yeah, I don't know. I need an awkward athlete. Or do you want someone who would succeed? Because then there's the fashion guy. Like Russell Westbrook would be great, obviously. Like the people that love fashion would embrace it. Mm-hmm. And Tom Brady's gone like almost every year, but he's boring. He just wears like a nice suit. You got to embrace it. Kyle Kuzma, based on his last season or two.
I'd take Gronk. I'm back to Gronk.
I think in NBA, I can't.
Mix it up.
I mean,
don't take yourself so seriously, Met Gala.
Yeah, it would be good. Well, Lewis Hamilton embraces it. Like he's worn some stuff that I'm like sure most dudes are like, what? I don't even know what's happening right now. So he embraces the fashion. High fashion. Yeah, Met Gala. I love making fun of it, but that's just me. Next. It is fun. It's costume parties for rich people.
All right, for this next story, since it's a bit of a repeat story, since we're talking Sauce Gardner, I'd actually like to call in a substitute for me to read this one. This is not really planned, but I think it's going to pay off. So I'm going to tag myself out and have a celebrity cameo appearance for this question.
No. What is happening?
Guest, our script is right here, if you wouldn't mind, please, and notice the headsets.
Sure. Hi there.
Stewart? Oh! It's Angela Healy's son!
I got an important question. Speaking
of
Sauce Gardner, he evidently keeps actual sauce in his sauce chain. What sauce would you keep in your sauce chain?
First of all, this is Chris Healy. I was just thinking about you the other day. This is
hopefully in a
buddy.
good way.
I like that your wardrobe's exactly the same.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, always in a good way. I brought my sauces. I brought them. These are the three that I'm going to alternate. I'm going to do aardvark habanero.
Yeah.
I'm going to do aardvark this guy, and I'm going to do avocado hot sauce. These are my three sauces.
Talk to me about the avocado hot sauce.
It's from a brand called Hair Days. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but they make a lot of yummy products. But this one is sort of a creamy, but not too creamy.
All right.
You literally can put it on everything, and it's perfect. I like the spicier ones, but what about you guys, Healy? What's your sauce?
I'm a huge Dijon mustard fan. I would put Dijon mustard on absolutely everything. That would be my answer. I think so.
Wait, do we count mustard as a sauce?
Yeah.
That's a sauce condiment.
Sauce condiment.
Okay,
Sure.
I'll give you that. Although, God, that would be... It's just weird
Beadle,
this guy has sauce around his...
I brought Healy
I'm here
in
for it.
because, unlike me and you, Healy has never abandoned the Jets. He's been with them the
Ever.
whole time.
Never. He has
Healy,
never
we decided
wavered.
just a few minutes ago that we're back.
So how do you feel about
I
it?
feel like it would.
Yeah,
if
we're back,
the Jets
baby.
win less than 3 of the next 5 Super Bowls, that would be disappointing. I would say is probably how I feel today.
Perfect timing for us to be back then. We're going to the... Guys, here, let's make a pact now. If and when the Jets make the Super Bowl, whichever one that is, we all swear to go
Phoenix
to it
in,
together.
8 months from now.
Okay. I like
If they
Phoenix.
don't make the Super Bowl, will you pay for me to go?
That's not... Okay, but you know what?
I'm
You're
not
going to
in
be
on
pissed
this
off
pact.
when we're on the Instagram from Jets Super Bowl, just partying it up all week long. Like, oh my God, this is awesome,
terrific.
Healy.
All right,
This
back
is,
to Gabe.
how's Angela? I just feel like that's all. That's a
All right,
perfect.
just thought that would be a nice little interlude there. Chris Healy of us.
That is so awesome. I literally was just thinking about
and
Healy
look
the
at
other
my
day.
headsets. These are from the times when you, me, and Healy would all be working together. Yeah, many years ago.
They still
they
work?
and so does Healy. Yeah, they're both still functional.
That's weird. That's so weird. I love it so much. Healy's the best. Healy was a good part about living in Connecticut. Like we'd go to concerts and stuff.
Now,
hard to
he's
say
out
good
here in
things about
LA,
Connecticut,
and I
but
get to
he's
be in the
one of
same office with him today. So I thought I'd bring him in. So that'll.
I'm so happy right now. And yeah, you're right. He's one of the few Jets fans that I know that that never changed. Like, right? Like most Jets fans that I've ever known in my life have.
He
jumped
never
ship
has
a
and
while
never
now.
will. And he's the same with the
pretty
Mets,
good.
which is even more brutal. But you know, that's how it is.
Yep. He's like a sucker for torture, I guess. Oh, that was a good.
We got a
surprise.
couple more
Okay,
things you
so
might
good.
have missed. We can do them quickly.
Okay, sure.
All right, this is a little bit of a personal one for me, but I'm curious of your take here. So, what I would like to call foul ball beer
that's
spilling
right.
season is upon us. You will see these videos for the rest of the summer, potentially into the fall. And you know the type. It's this guy with a beer who goes to get the foul ball and in the process just fucking spills his entire beer over anyone who's within a 5-foot radius. I hate these people. So my question for you is, should fans put their damn beers down first, or is it worth the sacrifice of everyone around them?
You know what? I'll go to Gabe
do.
first because Gabe loves beer. So I feel like
I
he
think
might
he
feel
protects
this
the
one
beer
more
at
than
all
I do.
costs. I thought you were going to go with the more like, what's appropriate when you have a baby on you and a beer in your hand and then the ball's coming your way. I thought I was going to get called in for that.
Well, I would say you should have never had the baby. That's probably like start there. Like,
Okay, that's my
Yeah,
my
that's
bad.
the- we already
Immediate
started.
problem with the premise
so-
there.
no, but that you're right. There's that guy too, the beer baby ball guy.
Yeah. And look, we
Sure.
love it when it works, right? When beer baby guy, bare
ass.
hand catches it, we love that. But that's not the norm, and I am just sick of people spilling their beers. It's not as though it's a line drive. Put your beer down.
Do you
If the
think
ball's
you really
coming to
have
just put it
time though?
down.
Like, is the
There's a little
reaction
cup holder,
time
just
fast
put it
enough
down.
to think, put my beer down, then get ball? I don't know.
No,
It's
no,
like
Paige,
10
Paige,
to
Paige.
10 seconds.
seconds?
Yeah, I think you have enough
Do
time.
you know how long 10 seconds?
No,
10.
Paige.
Like a foul
You're-
ball, like I'm
with
talking
respect,
like in the outfield.
You're a more
like,
accomplished athlete than I am by a lot.
perhaps my time.
Yeah, you don't know how to.
That's like-
Have you ever
like a
caught
plane
a
takes
fly
off in 10
ball? You
seconds.
can't just like do stuff while it's in the air.
You know what? She's like, I would do my taxes. I would
fine.
file my nails. I would.
But you
Oh,
know
I'll
that
be
it's
here
coming
soon.
to your
I'll just-
area. Yeah.
How much? You must be an awful driver. Your driving must be the worst. You guys, I have like 20 minutes to decide if I have to hit my brakes or not.
I don't drive. I don't drive. This
Clearly
is why I
you
don't drive. I live in New York City. I don't drive.
If you want to make a play, you can't be putting
my
it. You gotta
God.
keep your eye on the ball. That's
Really
where that
best for
saying
everyone.
comes from, Paige. That isn't this saying isn't keep your
The
eye on the
whole
ball
point
unless you
of
need
that
to put a
saying.
beer down and then try to find the ball again in the air. That's not how that saying works.
I also think
Okay.
we learned
All
a
right.
lot. The
I
fact that
sense
Paige
that
thinks
I'm
you have
alone on
enough
this
time
quest.
to do all of this.
Yeah, I
and
think
catch
the
the ball
question that's
is pretty good.
interesting for the audience
Pretty
to
good.
weigh in on here additionally is if you have a baby on you, what are your responsibilities when the ball's coming
Right.
your way?
Put the baby
Honestly, like I don't have an opinion on this because nothing I say is going to be good. Your responsibility is to make sure that child doesn't turn out to be a serial killer, and by not fucking putting it in the middle of the ball. Like I've seen them do that, and I just think, because here's the thing: we only ever see the videos where everybody wins, right? There's surely got to be some videos out there where the baby got knocked on the head hardcore with a ball. We never see those because we're Americans are sensitive.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I don't
I'd
think,
like to see those videos from
at
our research.
Sports Center is sharing the old dad who got his kid
Sports
clunked in
Center.
the face with a 80-mile-an-hour ball. That's not one. That one's not as litty as the others.
Yeah, you lose custody.
Yeah,
baby
I feel like my instinct now
God.
would be for both the beer and the baby is full protect mode. Don't go anywhere near the ball. Don't make no play. Yeah, just protect the bear and the baby and keep your day.
That's
good.
fair.
Turn my back.
And by protect, you mean like you
take
just cover them
everything.
both?
Father of the
Okay.
year.
Oh,
in-
turn.
cover it.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
if the worst case ball hits me, can't lose the
Okay,
beer,
okay.
can't hurt the baby.
Okay. Worst
Ball
case,
hits
also
me.
best case for us. Ball hits you.
That
all
see,
win.
and
Like-
then Sports Center does post it. Then it's
And they're like, didn't that guy used to work
Oh, yeah.
here? And Van Pelt's like, oh,
Chris
it's
Healy.
Gabe.
No, the other guy.
Chris, no, the other guy. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. If it was wine, I'd have a stronger opinion. depends on the wine also. Obviously, there's
Point.
levels
All
to
right.
this shit.
A
What
group
else?
of guys attending the draft in Vegas who looked like they all showed up together. I believe there were 9 of them. 9 guys wearing Ryan Fitzpatrick jerseys from all 9 teams that he has played for, and they all showed up at the draft together. And if you watched, you noticed there were a bunch of Fitzpatrick jerseys sprinkled around, getting like when they shoot each team's fans. So all these guys just went, I guess, out of love for Ryan Fitzpatrick. I didn't need a further explanation. I just wanted you to know that existed. Yeah.
Right? It's like I don't
bit.
need one either. It's like Ryan Fitzpatrick is a cultural icon.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. It makes total sense. It's like Sir Patrick Stewart. Everybody loves them. Everybody. Not sure how I picked that.
An underrated part of the video that was going around is actually the audio, because you can hear the guy say, "Yeah, I wish we had 10, just like a nice round even number."
You got your OCD guy. There's always
Okay.
one. There's just one
Here
guy.
I have 9, man.
It's like, I need round numbers. Okay, that's awesome. I like it. People love. Does anybody
Probably a
not
bunch of
like
guys
Ryan
who thought they were
Fitzpatrick?
going to be
I've
the
never met
starter
or
until
heard
he
that
took their
person
job.
speak. Yeah, but those guys don't count.
Yeah.
That's just some Ace Ventura weirdness. I'm not here for that.
That's
anything
it.
else?
Except for that it was Rock's 50th birthday.
Yes.
What did you get him?
No.
I tried to buy humility, but they weren't selling that yesterday.
It doesn't come in a powder
Like
that he can
realness.
put in a drink.
No, I'm just kidding. By the way, so he could pimp it out as some. I will say this though, like Rock, there are a few of these people that walk the planet, but like, what would you buy the Rock for any kind of gift? Like, he's the kind of guy you have to make something because there's no you can't. Yeah,
Another
exactly. Like
dinosaur.
he owns like ridiculous stuff, and he can literally buy anything. So that's the guy you make something ridiculous for, right? Like you knit him a sweater.
Maybe like
or
a
something.
little
I don't know.
knitted cap to put
That's a
on
tough
the
dude.
fake dinosaur skeleton that he has. Yeah.
Like matching caps, one for him, one for the dinosaur.
Knitted
Okay, I'm
cap.
back in. 50. It's hard for me to believe
Smart.
the Rock's 50. By the way, that's that's jarring, actually. Fine, we're taking a break. We're coming back, and we are going to help you with your May TV, or at least the next week or so. We're back, about to wrap things up for our latest episode of What Did I Miss? Paige, what do you have?
Okay, so Gabe sent this to me over the weekend. My immediate response was, "Oh my god." Longtime listeners will recall episode like maybe 1, 2, 3, certainly in the first 5, we came up with an iconic theme song, Pigs and Pugs.
Okay.
And I just texted this to you, but we just found out, by we I mean this Twitter user found out that there is a Chinese breed of pig called the Mishan that's a wrinkly like a Shar-Pei. Anyway, it's basically a pug and a pig. So I would like to make this our mascot.
The giant one who I
Pig.
assume is Mama. These aren't even real. I want one. Where do we find
I
it?
know.
And they're Chinese, like pugs. Oh my God, guys!
Yeah.
I got pugs down here. I'm gonna show them in a minute. A Meishan, wrinkly like a shark. Okay, yes. Well, I mean, can I at least just go see one and pet one? Like let's start there.
Yeah, we'll investigate.
I know there's been a lot of
how
controversial
we can do that.
conversation lately about Twitter algorithms, yada, yada, yada. Stuff for another show. I want to just say, it's been on people's mind.
Why did something happen with
I
Twitter?
just want to say that I think the algorithms might be working a little too well. If a pig and pug hybrid, for no reason whatsoever, I don't follow whatever the hell account this is. Why did this
Pigs and pugs.
hit my timeline? Like on draft weekend, you know?
Piggity
Like
pugs.
why? It was just like Sauce Gardner, yes. And then we get
Piggity
this.
pugs.
So I'd say keep it as is, guys. It's working.
She's perfect.
Right? Like I get better stuff than I don't. You know what I mean? Like I get a lot of dog stuff. I get a lot of like ridiculous. So I feel like as long as I keep clicking on that stuff, then my algorithm is in a better place. It's when you accidentally sometimes veer away and like, what's this? And then your algorithm gets screwed up for like another 2 weeks. You don't want that.
Yeah, so I'm in that currently. I think I mentioned last week that I was
did
considering
you
becoming a motorsports person.
See?
I have too much.
It'll fix
motorsports
itself.
in the
Or
feed
like
right
there'll
now.
be people that'll show up on my discovery page at Instagram who I despise. I do not follow. I don't ever want to hear from again. And all of a sudden I'm like, why is that person here? Like I thought they were gone forever. And so it's like you gotta retrain your algorithm. It's like a little pet. We have to caress it and love it and nurture it, and so that it treats us better. Is how I look at it. I'm pretty sure that's science. Okay. Are we recommending TV? Does anybody have any recoms?
Yeah, look, I
true.
haven't
She
left
beat
my
the
apartment
COVID.
in 7 days, so I have some things to say. Although I really couldn't watch TV for like 3 days. That was really miserable.
sleep.
I couldn't even anyway. Okay, Ozark. Have you guys watched?
I haven't even watched the
the
first half of
second
season 4.
The final
I know.
episodes. It is so good. It's so good.
I have to
can't-
rewatch
I can't
3,
even.
I think. It's been so
can't
long,
even.
I don't even remember how 3 ended. So I'd have to start from there, I believe. Or maybe.
Oh, season 3.
Which is a
Yeah,
commitment,
sure.
and I don't know if I'm there mentally yet. Not in the
Can I
middle
give
of NBA
a
playoffs. I
controversial
cannot give you
take that actually ties back to the previous conversation? For some reason, the algorithm keeps
That's fair.
feeding me random replies
Sure.
Beadle has to other people's random tweets. So I found myself replying to who'd be
do
the
you
number
reply all
one
that
seed of worst TV characters. I'm gonna just say it, and I don't like myself for
yes.
it. Wendy Bird, 1 seed. Cannot stand Wendy Bird. Dislike.
What?
Wait.
Yeah,
Dislike?
Okay, so in
Wendy?
that question, is it who we think the worst character is,
She's
or who
no.
we hate the most?
I'm saying
I
it's
think
not.
those might be 2 different things.
Whoa, what a complicated and awful villain character. No. I'm like, I don't like
Gotcha.
scenes with this
You
person
hate
in them.
her.
I guess I'm saying I
And so
I
that's
must not
Laura
really
Linney's
like Laura
character on Ozark.
Linney. Well, unfortunately, I've been accused of
what it sounds
having.
like.
Do you not
That's
like
what I
women?
No, I'm not enjoying too many women in these types of roles. I've been accused of that.
It's because you have this romanticized version that all women should be mother figures. And guess what? Some of us are evil, evil bitches.
Yeah.
And that's how it works. Yeah, we
That's
can do
right.
it all,
Evil
Gabe. We can
hags.
do it all. So yeah, my worst character of all time is actually 2 women.
Terrible.
It's Claire Danes' character on Homeland and the daughter, Brody's daughter on Homeland. 2 Homeland characters, by the way. I hated both of them. I was like, I'm not rooting for you. I want you gone.
Horrible.
That's how I. Yeah, the little angsty pain in the ass daughter.
They were all
of
almost
the- of
every
Brody.
character. Yeah, in that show, other than Brody
probably
and
blocked
Saul,
her out.
was unwatchable.
Exactly.
I hate
yeah, those were
Marie
the only
from
2 I liked.
Breaking Bad.
So maybe I also
And
hate
I'm
women.
obviously
Gav-
not, Hank's wife.
Wait, which one's Marie? Oh, the sister.
The sister.
Yep. God, I feel like I hate a lot. I hate a lot of people on reality television. Do those count as characters? Maybe. Oh, okay. So Ozark. What else did you watch? You had 7 days.
Yeah. Yes, I watched the Batman.
I've
that
heard
took me a
bad,
full day.
bad things. How'd we feel? Ooh, that's never
It
good.
was fine. It seemed like I'm not like a Batman head, so don't listen to me. But like, it just seemed like every other Batman.
Well, not like Dark Knight,
Batman seemed the
obviously.
same.
Dark Knight's
to me.
a lovely, lovely exception. Are you kidding me right now?
Sure.
Oh, then
Kind of all the
your
same.
opinion just got.
Just like
No,
a guy who's talking like this, and then it's like something's bad.
Have you seen the Michael Keaton?
It just seems the same. I like
my
Spider-Man better
God.
for that reason.
Spider-Man.
I know. It just seems like Spider-Man has a point. a
What
little
are you missing about a rich guy who
Anyway,
wants to
I have a
fix
really
the
low
world?
bar of
That's a
entertainment.
beautiful hero.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I liked it. I was entertained. Again, low bar of entertainment. I watched Tokyo Vice.
Oh, I've seen it. I haven't
Have you
watched
guys
it
heard
yet.
of that or seen that?
I'm like,
I liked
hold
it.
on.
It
Do
was
you
good.
hold like the George
Ansel
Clooney
Elgort?
Batman and the Christian Bale Batman and the Michael Keaton Batman and the Robert Pattinson? Do you hold all of those as the same?
Oh my god.
Oh my sweet, sweet Jesus! Oh,
I just don't care that much about it. Like, I'll watch them all.
you sound
I
like a
don't-
whore right now. Okay, I'll watch
don't
them
care that
all.
much.
Like,
I know. I am. I'm
You
a
are a
Batman slut. I don't care.
Oh.
Let me live.
are you kidding me? Right? Look, I love George Clooney. George Clooney is probably like he is. He is the number one man in the entire world. But it was the worst Batman. The worst. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Ben Affleck. Whoo, that's a toss-up.
You know what? I actually don't think I've seen
Like Michael
that.
Keaton,
I
I
don't think I've
loved,
seen Clooney
but he
Batman.
was before. Like Michael Keaton Batman was a little lighter, and then things took a real turn when Christian Bale got on board.
Those are your
things
only
got
two
real
choices.
dark,
It's Keaton
which
or
I'm
Bale,
good with.
and then all the rest of these guys are irrelevant.
Right.
It's like a LeBron
Agreed.
Jordan debate, and then like, oh,
Yeah,
you
those are
want to
just
say
paychecks
Dr.
for those
J or what? Like, cool, that's creative, but yeah, he too bad. I feel like I think this is on my
Dr.
mind because I
J,
think
like
Simmons
Robert
and the
Pattinson is
Rewatchables guys
Dr. J.
they did Batman from '89. I think they talked about something like this, so I think it's in the back of my head somewhere. But I also page watched an hour of the Batman, which was only good enough to get through 1/3 of the freaking movie.
1 hour.
Board, not approved.
Shut your
Beadle.
mouth.
It was
it's 3
so
hours.
slow and
That's right.
boring.
It's 3 hours long, so it
Unacceptable.
took me an hour.
Oh, board's done. How's Zoe Kravitz? Because she's just a stunning little unicorn. Okay, so we're all right.
Hot.
So yeah, eye candy wise, fine. You got Zoe. Also, I don't love Robert Pattinson. I don't. I can honestly say I've probably seen Robert Pattinson work like 2 hours of my whole life. The Elephant movie, I think, was it, and I didn't like that. So. Oh, I'm sorry. Did my boobs just come in? No, I didn't. I didn't see Twilight. Okay, that's for children.
All right,
That's weird
fine.
teenage erotica.
Sure.
I'm not into it. I'm not feeling it.
Abstinence erotica, though.
Yeah, I'm completely obsessed
Okay.
with
Gabe, did you watch anything?
with
You've
the
never watched
Showtime
anything.
Lakers show on HBO, and I'm so obsessed with it that I've set aside a few other things that I couldn't be happier to start watching. So Barry season 3, which is gonna be all May for me.
Wow.
And
Oh,
it came out.
wait, is that out or coming
Yeah,
out?
but I haven't started because I just want to
out-
be able to make sure I'm
started
never
last
waiting
week?
Oh my
long
God,
for
I gotta
one.
write this down.
Yeah.
But here's one I'm going to recommend to everyone that came out in March, and I think we
Yep.
somehow missed it when we did like our draft or whatever we did a few weeks ago. I think for both of you, and you got to go back to watch the originals. Top Boy on Netflix.
Sounds right.
It's basically the really simple version. Did we talk about this? The really simple version is a British version of The Wire.
No.
Top Boy. Yeah.
Top Boy? T-O-P. Top Boy. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, that's not even ringing
great.
bells as if
And
I've seen it on my screen. I don't think I've ever even seen
It's
that.
basically, yeah, it's like
All right, I'm in on
British.
and I like The
I'll
Wire,
give you a
and I
better
like British
sell,
people,
guys.
so...
And I can confirm this. Wife points this out regularly. All the male leads in this show are extremely good looking. Yeah.
Oh, got me sold.
I think a few of them are like British.
Are they
hip-hop
famous?
guys.
Like, would I know them or no?
I don't know. I don't know exactly who any
Oh,
of them are.
really?
I would only recognize them from this show. But they're like, it's just like a cast of male model.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
There's a few
Oh, there's
seasons.
like
it's
three
like it's a pretty dark show.
There's a lot of seasons in this already.
You know, and it's hard. It's one of those ones you got to watch with subtitles.
Okay. I like this one. This drama takes viewers into the housing estates of East London. Tension between the drug gangs that operate almost openly and those who strive to live honest lives. Dun, dun, dun. 20-something drug dealer Duchesne, who's determined to become the area's top boy. Title. All right. Oh, it is kind of like
there's a whole
wiring. Like
language
it's a battle for
that
power.
you'll learn, and you'll start
Okay,
saying
I'm in.
words that they use. Yeah, it started a few years ago, and then they
It's an
brought
older
it back
show.
on. It's one of those ones that like
right.
Netflix brought back to life.
Huh.
Right.
I love when they did Luther, but then they never went back and finished Luther, which pissed me off. Okay, I'm in on that. And then there's some Andrew
Incredible
Garfield
book.
show that's coming out based on a novel that's like murder. It's like murder stuff, which I'm always in on.
Under the
Dark-
Banner of
exactly.
Heaven.
Dark
John
murder, I'm
Krakauer
in.
book. It's
What
about
is it?
Long title.
murderers in
That's
the
it.
Mormon community like
Yeah.
30 years ago.
That's going to be good.
Okay.
You had me at murder.
Oh.
I would like to recommend.
Was
Wait, what?
Never mind.
Because it sounds like a bunch of. I know it sounds like.
No.
It also is dark. Like
Yeah.
it's like the Kate Winslet show that just won a bunch of stuff. It's got that sort of dark, depressing murder
Murder
stuff.
beast
Yeah,
one.
it's murder. Murder. I started The Offer last night, which is the story of the making of The Godfather. I know Rotten Tomatoes didn't love it, but I'll be honest with you. If you love The Godfather, and I love The Godfather, and I love mafia movies, I love all of it, right? I also love old Hollywood, like the vibe that LA used to have, and you had the heads of the motion picture studios, and like it's just a weirder and cooler, sexier time. So far, I'm all in. Not a Miles Teller fan necessarily, but I do think he makes good products. I recommend that. I also would like to recommend as a hate watch. I mean, just the bowels of your being kind of hate the shit you save for like special occasions. Selling Sunset is just a cast of quote unquote real LA based realtors who all happen to dress like high price escorts. I believe I've never been shown a house by any of these people ever. They are one more obnoxious than the next. There's not a genuine bone amongst them. There's now a new chick who claims to be British. I'm going to put that in quotation marks. And actually, you know what, Gabe? I want you to show your wife the new British chick on Sunset and tell me what's up with the accent.
I actually think she's already
it's
ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I think
it's like
she's
Lady
already
Gaga-esque in
this.
bad.
That show has been on in my house. That show is that whole genre is on loop in my house. And because there's some other guys, the guys who run the agency
My
in
God.
LA, a couple. Yeah,
the Oppenheim brothers.
Couple British
Jason
guys.
and Brett.
I am.
Oh, you might be mixing it with $1 Million Listing as well, which is the same garbage. But actually, $1 Million Listing is even
the
more
only way to
likable.
up it. You got a pretty successful show in $1 Million Listing. Like, how could we make it even bigger show? Less likable people. Yeah.
Garbage people, and that's what they did. They went out and got them all, and they're like fame.
I
They
can't
just
watch it.
fame mongers,
Stresses me out.
trying to sell us relationships that nobody's buying. I mean, it is the best trash television. I had it on over the weekend, like white noise, and I just couldn't. The clothes alone page, everything.
I mean, I've
God.
watched some of it, but it does stress me out. Did you see the screenshots? I think I saw this on TikTok, but of one of the brothers. I get them honestly mixed up, but he's like on a phone call outside, but it's just his camera's open.
Shut your mouth. That's the thing too.
Come
Like,
on.
it's just,
yeah.
No.
No one's.
Why are we
fake working?
By the way, if
We
you
don't need
walk
to
by
do
that, they have an office right there on Sunset. Like it's right in that, what is it, Sunset Plaza?
Mm-hmm.
There's like hair salons, whatever. There's not a thing. There's no one there. Like, I'm not disputing whether or not the Oppenheim Group is a real estate agency. I'm sure at some point maybe, but these people, that's not a thing. They're not wearing micro mini skirts and showing me a $20 million house. That's not a thing. And I beg somebody to come on here and tell me otherwise, because no. And P.S., no one talks like that. Oh, $20 million. I'm not giving you a penny over $20 million. No. Okay, let me make a phone call. I told him, yep, sold. Fuck off. That's not how it works. This is stupid. Anyways, that's my pet peeve from the weekend. And
I'm going to skip it, but I'm watching Top Boy and Barry and Lakers.
Thank you for the reminder on Barry. I'm in on that. By the way, please, I think we've talked about a lot of things today that deserve responses, whether it be Malcolm Subban's crappy ass voice, our television recommendations, or why not Gabe and I should eagerly jump back on the Jets bandwagon. 631-397-0403. Text, voicemail, send us a picture. I don't care. Paige, stop hating happiness, Paige. All right? We just want to be happy. And the Jets, that's our road to happiness. See you next time. E-T-S, Jets.
Oh my God. Clip that.